What's up, guys? I want to share with you guys a really awesome idea that I want to bring to this channel. So, all the way back in the day, I used to watch Call of Duty commentaries. Basically, people would record their Call of Duty games, they'd throw commentary over it, and I would watch it. A lot of people would watch it. These videos would have millions and millions of views. And one of the series that all the commentators did, all the people who were in the community of basically making Call of Duty videos, they had something called Road to Commander, which is basically in Call of Duty you would rank up, or in a lot of shooting games you'd rank up from level 1 to 100. I don't know, in Gears of War it's 1 to 100. In Call of Duty it's 1 to 55, and then once you hit 55 you kind of prestige. So it's your prestige 1, then you go to 1 to 55 again, prestige 2, 1 to 55, prestige 3, 1 to 55, prestige 4, all the way up until 10 or 15 prestige. It's kind of like redo level ups. And if you're 10, 15 prestige, it's as if you're I don't know, you could just play a lot. A lot of people just used to play a lot and they would rank up. But these people would make videos kind of documenting their whole journey. They would play every single game from level 1 to 55. And sometimes you would see people it would be take them 100 plus games, but it would show the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, the entire process. And I want to do something similar to that for credit repair. So I just made a video the other day about how I removed a $39,000 repo. And believe it or not, that was actually for my childhood friend's credit. So, I kind of put a deal together for him. I typically charge $2,000, and I did charge him $2,000, but the only thing is I'm taking payment on the back end. So I've thought about making this a specific program for people on my channel. I do have different paid consultation programs and stuff like that, courses, stuff like that. But I kind of want to bring something different to the table, because a lot of people are just pay me money, I'll fix your credit. But what if you don't pay me money and I actually, one, take money on the back end? So kind of after you get results, which I know people love. They're people always tell me if your program's so good, let me pay you on the back, man. Let me make money if it's so good. I'm no. But it could be beneficial, because, if we fix your credit, get your credit right, and go get you $200,000 in funding, I will take payment on the back end, because I'll charge you 10%, and I'll take 10, 15, 20 grand, whatever you get in funding, I'll take 10% of it. So it could be beneficial. Then we could go ahead and invest into different businesses, but it's got to be for the right candidate. It can't just be for anybody, because I could literally dump all this money into fixing your credit, all this money into trade lines, all this money into primary accounts, and then you could turn around, get the money, and go disappear on me and go ghost. So it's got to be something where I know I could trust you, I know I could count on you, because I don't want to spend all this money fixing your credit, and then 1, you either mess it up, 2, you got the wrong mindset, 3, you don't have the right vision. Because when I partner with somebody, I bring you, it's we're family now. I don't want somebody to make a few thousand with. I tell people that all the time. I'm not interested in making a few thousand. That shit, yeah, a few thousand here or there is good, but I want real long-term wealth. You understand what I'm saying? Let me put this up. It's sunny as fuck. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about creating. So I'm not thinking about creating, I am going to be creating. So I want to give you guys an update as far as where I'm at with my boy's credit. So we fixed his credit. Something in that capacity will take about $2,000. If you got a repo and hit a repo, a bunch of negative accounts, inquiries, some late payments, $2,000. His credit's brand new. He doesn't even have a score. He doesn't even have a score, because that's how new his credit is. Once I add one trade line, then he's going to generate a score. So now that he has no score, what my plan is I'm going to add 2 of my trade lines. So I have one card with a 1750 limit that I'm going to add, and I'm going to add another card with a 1250 limit, and I'm going to add another card with a 1500 limit. I'm going to give him some small, man, it's sunny as hell. I'm going to give him some small authorized user accounts. Then I'm gonna get him a secured credit card. I'm gonna go get him probably about a $3,000 secured credit card. So, like I said, when I'm telling somebody that, I could offer this to people who are watching my videos, but you gotta be the right candidate, because I'm not dumping 3, 4, all in. I'm gonna be dumping $5,000 into this. But when he goes to get funding, I could probably generate, damn man, sunny. It's whatever. I'm just have to rock with it. Damn man, this sun is crazy. All right, we're gonna rock it with it like this. So you gotta be the right candidate, because I don't want to dump all this money into you and then you run off. So actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is I have to remove a fraud alert. He has a fraud alert on his account. A lot of people do. So I'm gonna remove the fraud alert. I have a letter. Gonna send it into the credit bureau, certified mail, and they'll remove the fraud alert. From there, I'm gonna add him to 3 of my authorized user accounts. It's gonna give him basically 3 cards: a 1250 card, a 1750 card, and a 1500 card. They're all at less than 30%. Oh, an Aston Martin. Look at that shit. See if you guys can see that shit. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm in the work van right now, so people looking at me like, yo, this guy ain't got no money. But all back there is everything that makes us money. Compound, paint, all types of shit back there. So I'm gonna add him to 3 authorized user accounts. Then from there, I'm gonna get him a secured credit card, which is gonna cost me about $3,000. I'm probably gonna give him a $3,000 limit. You gotta have at least a $3,000 limit, but I know a trick around that. The next thing I'm gonna do is get him some primaries. So how I'm gonna get him some primaries is I'm gonna use My Jewelers Club and New Coast Direct. And basically, you can have the shittiest credit of all time. You basically apply with them, and they'll give you a $5,000 limit. All you got to do is buy something for more than $100. So basically, $150 will get you a $5,000 primary account. The only thing about that is, it's not going to be a long history. You just got it. So there's no like 2-3 years. Then I'm going to buy a trade line that has a history of over 5 years and over $20,000. I'm gonna buy 2 of them. Each of them cost about $1,000. So all in, I fixed his credit. That's a $1,500, $2,000 value that I usually charge. I'm charging him on the back end. So just say $2,000 right now. I'm gonna buy him a secured credit card. That's $3,000. So I'm in at $5,000. Then I'm gonna buy 2 trade lines, which is gonna cost me $1,500. So I'm all in at $7,500 plus the New Coast Direct and other primary accounts. The New Coast Direct and My Jewelers Club is about $150 each. So I'm all in for almost $8,000. So $8,000 I'm all in for. Time to make my money back. So after that, we're gonna go crazy and we're gonna apply for personal cards, business cards, personal loans, business loans, and just in personal cards, I believe he'll get about 100 or maybe 75, 80. And then in the business loans and personal loans is where he's going to get another 100 to 200 grand. And off that, I'm probably just going to take 20. I'm going to get my initial 8 to 9 back. And I'm going to take an additional $12,000 profit, leaving him with, 150 to 180. So that's my plan. I'm going to show you guys every single step. I'm actually going to remove the fraud alerts. Once I remove the fraud alerts, then from there I will add my trade lines, my little 3 baby trade lines. Then I'm going to add the New Coast Direct and My Jewelers Club. Then we're going to add the big boy trade lines. Then we're going to go get the bag. And I'm going to show you guys every step of the way. You've seen his credit dog shit was like a 480 car repo. Car repo is gone. Now he just has to start building his credit up, and then we can go get the money. And then I'm even going to show you guys how we're going to invest the money, because this is my childhood friend. Like, this is my boy for life. And he doesn't really know what to do with the money, so I'm going to guide him on what to do with the money. I'm going to help him get a 2-family. I'm going to help him, he wants a little car. I'm going to help him get a car. I'm going to really show him what to do with the money, because people could get 100 grand, 200 grand all day long, but if you don't know how to invest it, it's meaningless. So I'm going to guide him. I'm going to get him a 2-family, fix it up, refinance, and show him how to invest it so he can make that money work for him. And once that loan money gone, he's still got money coming in every single month. So I'm excited to see how this series turns out, and if it goes well, then maybe we can figure out how, if any of you guys are watching, you guys want me to basically front the money for you guys to fix up your credit, but it's got to be the right mindset. I'm not trying to deal with anybody who I dump all this time, energy, and money into, and then you run off and, you know, basically screw me. So that's the idea for this series. If you guys like it, let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll document every single step of the way. Thank you guys for all the support. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys later. Peace.